All right, Shalom. This is Samak coming through you in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, giving all praise, honor, and glory where it's due. And I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, from Apostle Tahar on down. And peace, blessed salutations to the hopeful elect, men that's doing this work in truth, sincerity, to the sincere sisters listening and learning. All right, now, I'm coming with another lesson through the spirit. It's going into, how our people, basically how they take a covering, and out of the Lord, and how our people seek, the wisdom of this world, how our people seek counsel and guidance and salvation, from a nation that has inflicted us, from a nation that has had us in slavery and has profited from our oppression. So let's jump right into it. This is Isaiah 30, and I'll start at 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, thus saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And at the end of the day, man, that's pretty much the bulk of what you see out here, in days, because there's a bulk of our people who are not going to receive this word. 2/3, of our people here in America ain't going to get this truth, man, and a great multitude, all over the world, man, that's not going to hearken into this word, that trust in Egypt, man. They trust in Babylon and Esau, ultimately, They have a good case of that Stockholm syndrome where, you fall in love with your captives, man. You get into an affectionate, relationship, if you will, with your captives. And now you start to believe that oppression, and affliction is love, man. Or you start to have faith in the society, And then it's a thing that said that you're privileged to be here in America, and really, man, we were brought over here against our will, man. Because at the end of the day, given the opportunity, Jake gonna thrive, man. So a lot of these third world countries, man, they really are the richest countries in the world. They're just what's the word I'm looking for? Ostracized, Maybe that's not the right word for it, but these other countries, they're just they're oppressed. These third world countries are the richest in resources and soil and food, and really natural resources, but they're oppressed because they just lack military power, man, and political influence in the world. But America is big on military and political influence. And it's the so-called land of opportunity, but it's an exportive country, man. So at the end of the day, people come to America ultimately to live in wickedness, man, and live in sin. That's why it says, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, man. And not even just Israelites, but all the nations, man. They come to America, the land of Babylon, to live in confusion, man, and to live in sin, man, to do their wildest dreams and desires, man. People leaving their home countries where they have a moral code and standard and way of life to come to America to be harlots, whoremongers, adulterers, and the list goes on. So verse 2, it says, that walk down to Egypt, so like it, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right. So you people, these people, they are so quick to go to the so-called white man. They so quick to go to Esau for help, man. Jake get sick, right? First thing they do, they go to the doctor, and the doctor prescribes the medication, or they want to do surgery, and like, for example, heart. Let's say you have high hypertension or high blood pressure, right? Instead of Jake changing their lifestyle, well, first and foremost, praying to the Heavenly Father, asking him to heal their body and bring them to good health and make them whole, and then using the wisdom and knowledge acquired from learning and serving the Lord, because part of serving the Lord is gaining wisdom and knowledge, because just first of all, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, you know, and wisdom. And our people lack that. Pursuing a Hosea 4:6, you know, they're destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because ultimately our people don't have that fear of the Lord, which is necessary, which is really the first component to having wisdom and knowledge. And we're not talking about wisdom of this world, because we know that the wisdom of this world is foolishness. What's the wisdom of this world? Science, medication, you know, all the things that are profitable in this country and in this world are the things that are so-called wise. And when I say profitable, I mean financially profitable, not profitable to the body, to the mind, to the spirit, you know, because these doctors and surgeons, they're not trained in health and wellness. They're trained in medicine, you know, and that's it. You know, surgery costs money. So surgeons always want to do surgery because they get paid for that. And they get paid pretty well. And not to mention, surgeons are like junkies. You know, they always want to cut into the body. That's what they live for, okay? So every chance they can get, trust me, they're going to try to cut into your body. Physicians, they get paid for prescribing medicine and medication. So every chance they get, guess what? They're going to write that script so they can get paid. And in return, Big Pharma, you know, Big Pharma gets paid for that, man. But our people trust in Egypt and they trust in Pharaoh, which Esau is a modern day Pharaoh, and America is modern day Egypt. They trust in Esau's science, you know, his witchcraft and his experiments, you know, like this juice that's going on, and amongst many other juices, man. You know, like my daughter ain't been all defiled with, you know, all those science experiments that Esau has, you know, conjured up over the years. They you know, these children get about fucking 30 of them before they even turn fucking a year old, man. It's crazy. Before they turn 2-3 years old, they done got injected with 30 different fucking chemicals, man. It's ridiculous, man. And this is what our people trust in, man. But they don't ever consider the Lord, you know. They don't ever consider the Lord's creation. You know, they worship the creation rather more than the creator, man. You know, Esau and Edom being the creation and him being the so-called God of the earth right now. You know, our people love and worship him. Verse 3 says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shell of Egypt your confusion. Exactly. So because you want to trust in Esau and you want to trust in the ways of these devils, that's going to be your shame in the days to come. You know, when all hell break loose and you don't have a covering, because if you don't have the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and the covering of the Heavenly Father in the time of Jacob's trouble, you're through. You're done for. You are not going to survive, man. And if you survive Jacob's trouble, there's no way you're escaping the missiles, man. That fire, that second death, okay? That lake of fire that's talked about in the scriptures, okay? You're not going to survive that. That's if you see that, that's not a blessing. Making it through Jacob's trouble is not a blessing, because what's next to come is worse, man. You better off dying in Jacob's trouble than experiencing that hellfire, man. Those thermonuclear missiles that's going to hit this place, man, and many other places in the world, okay? But specifically pursuing to America. And it's going to be a shame, man, because y'all want to, you know, our people want to trust in, bro, the ways of these devils so much, man. You know, like I said, going back into the example of the hypertension, you know, you want to trust in Esau and his medication, but all they do is put a Band-Aid over the problem. They prescribe you high blood pressure medication that regulates your blood pressure as long as you're taking the medication. And that's it. They'll tell you to stop eating so much sodium, and that's it, bro. They don't never really, they might tell you to just eat cleaner, you know, but they don't never really try to help you and solve the problem, because they don't tell you, okay, they don't sit down and say, all right, we're not going to prescribe you these fucking medication pills, because all it's going to do is Band-Aid the problem. As soon as you stop taking it, your high blood pressure comes back. You know, we want you to be whole and fixed again. All right. Let's make some lifestyle changes. Did you know that exercising for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, lowers your chance of chronic disease by 80%. So your chance of chronic disease, which hypertension, high blood pressure is one of those, is just 30 minutes of exercise, man. At least 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week. That lowers your chance of chronic disease to 20%, which is very low, and that's just a estimate number. It's really far greater than that. That's just exercise. Now incorporate a clean diet and a herbal nutrition supplement, because you have to supplement here in America. You add that, then just think about the percentage then, okay? But instead of our people trusting in the scriptures and the Lord, which the Lord said the medicines in the earth, they want to go to Daddy Esau, man. And in return, they're going to follow everything Esau say to do. You got motherfuckers like fucking robots, man. Programmed like fucking AI is just programmed to do whatever Esau said. Oh, wear a mask, social distance, stay away from your loved ones. You know what I mean? Get the juice. That's your best chance. Oh, now you got to get a second one. Now you got to get a booster. Now you got to get a second booster, and it's gonna keep going on and on and on and on and on. People are retarded, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Shall not take pleasure in his goods, man. Yeah, he who's evil to himself, to whom will be good, man. Esau's fucking diabolical to his own people, man. So what more are you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, man? Where y'all have a long history of dealing with these devils, and it's never been good. So why trust in them, man? What do you think has changed? You think that these devils really just had a change of heart? No, because they still shooting you down on high definition TV and getting off. They still calling you niggers. They still oppressing you. They still looking down on you. All they got, and they do it with a smile on their face, man. And the reason why they can't treat you niggas how they really want to treat you is because of social media, man. And other countries' interference and things of that nature is going to happen. It's not good for business. So they're going to systematically, financially, politically, religiously oppress and manipulate you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they manipulated you into believing that they're your ally and they're for you, but really they're against you. And then they told you that Jesus Christ was a so-called white man, and they told you that he's all love, and then you gotta forget his past. But when it's about them, the world should not forget. That's fucking bullshit, man. Let's go over. I'm gonna just jump to verse 7. It says, "And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness," man. So if Esau do any good, man, he do it wickedness, man. Stimulus checks, he do it unwillingly. It's always an ulterior motive. It's always an alternative motive, man. It's always another motive, man, behind everything these devils do. When they do some good, trust me, there's some fucking evil following behind that so-called good, man. Trust me. Trust and believe, man. All these stimulus checks and fundings and programs. Hey, what's evil behind it, man? Inflation, famine, mark of the beast, RFID chip, man. It's coming. And you people that have no covering of the Lord, man, you're going to be destroyed, man. This is Hosea 4. And I'm going to start at 12. It says, "My people ask counsel at their stocks." Matter of fact, so like it. Hold on. Verse 12 is, "My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declareth unto them, for the spirit of whoredoms have caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God." Yeah, you people have gone whoring after all the lust that this world has given you, and you've gone underneath your God, man. You forgot all about your power, man. You forgot all about your morals, all about your integrity, all about your history, your culture. You forgot about all of that. And then when we try to sit here and tell you people, you scoff and you mock, you hiss, you know. You reject the Lord. When the Lord stick his hands out, you rejected it because you want the Most High to come down off his throne, to come down to his footstool, to come personally speak with you one-on-one, to tell you he's for you and who you are. Listen, it ain't gonna work like that, man. Because it's a thing called faith. And if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And it's a gift, man. Hey, and hey, listen, at the end of the day, and don't take it for granted if you got it, man. But you people going whoring after the gods of this earth, man. Money, celebrities, all these other religions, philosophies, your own self. You're going whoring after these things, man. And they've ultimately destroyed you, man. They've caused you to err. They've caused you to go on astray and to ultimately really make a case against yourself that is going to be brought forth in the day of judgment, man. In the time of your judgment. So, hey, basically, to summarize everything, man, our people just they're destroyed, man, and the fashion of this world passes away, man. So, hey, listen, this is a very short time. Famine is coming. We see the inflation rising like a mug. That famine is coming, bro. And what's next to the door, man, is that RFID chip. Once that hit, man, Jacob's trouble, it's a wrap, man. And it's not too far off. So you Jakes better get it together, man. You Jakes better get it together, because it ain't much. You ain't got much time left. Sirach 5:7 says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, man. Put it off from day to day." Because in your safety, a sudden destruction could come hit you like a thief in the night, man. So, Lord willing, this video is edifying. Till next time, shalom.